Welcome to the Bougie, Baldie podcast with your host, Kellie Rhymes.
Statistics show that 40% of women experience visible hair loss by the age of 40. That is a staggering number and one that can lead to a lot of emotional turmoil. Many women feel a deep sense of shame or embarrassment when they start to notice changes in their hair. You might empathize with that feeling of looking in the mirror and wishing you could see your old self staring back at you. Now, that can be gut-wrenching. Today, we'll explore the emotional toil, understand the various causes of hair loss, look at some helpful solutions. But first, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Kellie, and I am a women's hair loss support and authenticity coach. I help women through their hair loss journey by taking them from insecure to confident to live an authentic, full life of happiness. And I have scarring alopecia, so I understand exactly what women are going through, and I want to empower my fellow women with hair loss through education, real stories, and provide some potential solutions. Let's start by addressing the emotional impact of hair loss. Imagine waking up one day and noticing that there's more hair in your brush or your comb than usual. The first thought might be a little bit of concern, but if it keeps happening, then it becomes a little bit of panic and it can also lead to frustration. During this time, many women feel like they're unattractive and have lost their femininity. And it's valid because societal beauty standards often link femininity to a full head of hair. It can feel as though this loss is a public declaration of inadequacy and something that could embarrass women in social settings. Many women have shared with me how they've hidden their thinning hair under hats or wigs, not wanting anyone to know anything about their hair loss. I also felt this way myself when I started losing my hair in the earlier years. These feelings are completely valid. They can spiral into deeper issues like anxiety or depression. So it's essential that you recognize that hair loss does not define your self-worth. This brings us to the critical point of understanding hair loss. There are many types of hair loss, and each can stem from different causes. For some, it's genetics that plays a significant role, while others, it's hormonal changes like those experienced during pregnancy or menopause, and this can trigger your hair loss. Or it could be an autoimmune disease. You may also be surprised to learn that stress has a powerful effect on our hair. Stress can push our hair follicles into a resting phase, causing the hair to shed more than usual. So it's important to explore the real causes of your hair loss and understand what you're facing because that can lead to better coping strategies. The first step is always going to be to speak with a healthcare provider. This is crucial because everyone is different and they can often tailor your treatments according to your situation. So, what are some effective solutions? I often hear people say that they feel lost or overwhelmed by the options available or medications or products recommended that don't work. It's important to understand that what may work for one person may not work for you. And there's often going to be a trial and error phase that you may have to go through when you're working with your healthcare provider until you can figure out what will work for you in particular. Medications like minoxidil can help, and reconstructive treatments may be suitable for some people. But for those who are inclined towards more natural remedies, a balanced, rich diet in vitamins and minerals can improve the health of your hair. But again, it depends on your situation. Another less discussed solution is managing stress. Regular exercise, mindfulness practices, or even simple breathing techniques can significantly reduce stress levels. By focusing on what we can control, we begin to feel empowered in our journey. Now, I will dig deeper in talking about the more emotional phases of hair loss on another episode. Now that we've addressed some emotional and practical sides, let's talk about the path to authenticity. Acceptance is a challenging but liberating step. It requires breaking free from debilitating societal standards. It's about looking in the mirror and appreciating yourself as you are, regardless of what others might think or say. It could start with a small step, something simple like affirmations or connecting with people who share similar experiences. Now, many people find support by joining communities, whether that's online or in person, where they can share their stories and offer some encouragement. There are a lot of types of support groups and communities for different forms of hair loss or just hair loss in general. You can just do a Google search to find some of these groups or search on Facebook for Facebook groups. Here are a few support communities that you can consider: the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, the Scarring Alopecia Foundation. For children, there is the Children's Alopecia Project. Now, if you're looking for a Facebook group, I follow Bald and Beautiful Sister Circle, Don't Stare, Just Ask, My Bald is Beautiful, the Baldie Movement, and Hair Loss Queens. There are 5 Facebook groups I just gave you. These are just a few support groups, but there are many more online, and I will put the links to all of the support groups that I just mentioned in the description of this episode. Once you start embracing your authentic self, something incredible happens. The women I work with report a weight lifted off of them, an uplifting shift in their mental health. They feel lighter, more confident, and less burdened by what others think. It's a powerful transformation that not only boosts self-esteem, but can also lead to a physiological change that can improve your overall health. With that in mind, let's talk about finding joy in the journey towards self-love. Once you embrace your authentic self, you'll notice a big difference. You'll find that your mental well-being improves. Less stress can result in benefits like healthier skin or even less hair loss. Plus, engaging with support communities can provide a much-needed companionship on your journey. For example, some women have shared that trying out new hairstyles, whether that's experimenting with different styles or even wearing fun accessories, has become a way to celebrate their authenticity and individuality rather than hide behind their insecurities. While on the journey of self-love, it is crucial to remember that you are not alone. Many women are silently battling the same feelings of shame and insecurity surrounding hair loss. We live in a society that often emphasizes physical appearances, but it's our inner strength, our authenticity, and the connections we build with others that can truly define us. So let's wrap up with a few key takeaways. First, it's essential to educate yourself on the various causes of hair loss and seek appropriate medical advice. Understanding what you're going through is the first step to taking control of your situation. Now, next, focus on treatments and self-care, not just physical, but also emotionally as well. Seek the support you need to get through this difficult challenge of hair loss. Also, make time for activities and routines that boost your mood and your self-esteem. That will help you tremendously. Remember, embracing your true self is a journey that may have its ups and downs. Be patient and gentle with yourself and celebrate the small victories along the way. It's perfectly okay to seek help through support groups, maybe professional counseling or coaching if needed. As I wrap up today's episode, I want to remind you to take the first step towards self-acceptance today. Resist comparing yourself to others and instead lift yourself up. Share your stories, your struggles, and your triumphs with people you trust. The journey from shame to self-love and authenticity is ongoing, but it is absolutely one worth taking. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you found value in the information provided today, please share this episode with anyone who might be struggling with their hair loss or self-acceptance. Your support means the world to me. And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. With the right information, community, and mindset, it's possible to transform your experience and embrace the beauty of authenticity. From my heart to yours, until next time, take care of yourself and keep shining your light brightly. Bye. Are you a woman struggling with hair loss, feeling unattractive and insecure? At Limitless Mindset Coaching, we understand the emotional toll that hair loss can take. But in just 90 days, we will help you transform from feeling lost and embarrassed to radiating confidence and joy. Imagine building your self-esteem, discovering perfect camouflage techniques to cover up your hair loss, receiving tips and tricks that can help with your hair loss, and embracing the new you while connecting with a supportive community of women just like you. Say goodbye to those negative emotions and hello to a positive mindset. Picture vibrant new relationships, walking into the room with your head high, participating in social events and activities again, and living a life filled with happiness. Ready to take that first step? Just visit www.limitlessmindsetcoach.com or click the link in the description today, and let's embark on this empowering journey together.
Thank you for watching the Bougie Baldie podcast. Don't forget to subscribe